Hey, Cosmic Seekers, how you guys doing? Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is another tarot deep dive with your buddy, Cosmic Boogeyman. Hope you guys are doing well. If you haven't caught the other content, please take a look at the other content. I've actually come out with a bunch of teaching content recently, and I go live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. I'm expanding the channel because I'm interested in learning more about tarot, and I think learning tarot through you guys is the way I need to do it because it's interesting. Connect to your higher selves, and it's just amazing. It's crazy energy. So let's get it in. Let's dig in here. If you guys are looking for a private read, let me know. I'm at cosmicboogeyman.com, or members get access to early content, and I want to let you guys also know that we are digging into a tarot card pretty much once a week at least, minimum. It's faster than that, because we're looking at the hardship, the struggles with this card. I want to figure out what this leads to, I want to bring this to you. I want to bring this story to you and let you guys understand that this is about a life being left out in the cold, connecting to. So when I read the cards, I look at it a lot of different ways. My guides help me read it, my intuition, obviously looking at the books over the years. I see this in a lot of deeper meaning, and I'm trying to give you guys my full understanding from my perspective in a quick way. The resiliency, the seeking support, that kind of understanding in difficult times, that's part of the ebb and flow of life. We're getting into like the good and the bad. It could be on tough times when you see this card. It could be one of those things, having a feeling of being disconnected, in recovery mode. As you see here, you see the wounded. That's definitely a situation where you could go into what does this mean? What is this card representing? How can we navigate hardship with hope and resiliency through one card? But the Five of Pentacles is the fifth card in the Pentacles suit, and it gives us that energy we're connected to facing a tough time. Whether it's financial difficulties, loss of resources, emotional isolation, it's speaking to the period of hardship, struggle, feeling disconnected from some support. In many ways, this card shows us that we need to go through stuff to get to the better stuff. Some people call it the dark night of the soul. You might hear that. But where this card comes in, it makes you feel bleak. Maybe you're even feeling you're questioning your ability to move forward. But the Five of Pentacles really invites us to focus on that hardship temporarily. Say, hey, what can we do to fix this? It's not a long term. It's a temporary scenario. Look for light. Look for the support. Look for where you can trust in recovery in the horizon, because you're coming into some challenges that are not facing the everyday life that we live. It's not the permanent. It's the resiliency that you have to overcome this. There's two figures off in the distance that are in the shadow here. We have those guys in the snow, and they're hiding, but they're kind of like coming through something. They're destitute, struggling. It looks like they're having a really tough time, maybe homeless. Maybe feeling isolated, lack of support. Maybe no one's looking out for them. Maybe there's a symbolization of some coldness happening here with the snow. But it's a sense of being excluded. That could be what we're getting into, because you can see inside the church or wherever this religious place would be, and I associate this, But what I'll tell you guys is, as I look at if you look at the Four of Swords, you'll see on the other side there's stained glass, and I look at that kind of saying, it could just be the inside of that. But we're looking at the Five, and we're trying to connect to that energy, looking at how this connects to us, the warmth, the comfort, the happiness. But it could be that taking tough times and trying to work through them amidst all the struggles. You'll see the church windows, as I was talking about, and I talk about this because that really is it associates back to even to the Three of Pentacles here. It could associate to the Four of Swords with the stained glass. But we have the connection here. There's a metaphor that safety and resources may be available for us. We really have to look at how this is a reminder that we might have to look for chance, for help, for some kind of support. If we're willing to ask, it could be even the universe we're talking to, our higher selves, the divine, the deeper power. Because the Five of Pentacles provides scarcity. It says, we don't have enough. And this emphasizing scarcity is really leading to a lack. And that's the whole central theme of this card. It's Pentacles really sitting there, hovering over you, reminding you, materials. It can be difficult at times. Maybe it's an important time to remember the abundance that comes along with the cyclical nature of life. The lost energy that can be regained if you have a different mindset and effort. Think about the growth mindset. If these people are saying, well, we're getting on to bigger and better, then this won't stay. This cold and dark environment will eventually change to light. And the sun will hit down and warm this. This is not forever, we know that. It's reinforcing those feelings of being abandoned. That's the toughest thing, and the darkest, the cold. It's really hard because you feel lonely, rejected, struggling. This card is really a reminder that challenges are temporary, but the light is coming, the warmth is coming. We have to keep moving forward to get to it. The Five of Pentacles, I associate to Taurus energy, even like the Hierophant life lesson, but it comes in with that Mercury. Communication, intellectual energy blossoms with this card because it's material stability, it's security. It's a combination of a lot of different things, but it highlights the struggle between the mental and the physical. It's saying, what are we going through? The Five of Pentacles wants us to reconcile with some opposing forces and get into something here because it's trying to stop us or get us, maybe even kind of give us a practical solution, support, understanding. Recovery can come in some small, tangible things, but we might get in there. And that's why I look at the number 5. I look at the cards top down. I try to see what I can pick up on. And that's what I pick up on is number 5s. It's about, change is inevitable. We look at the challenges, difficulties. And it's also about opportunities for growth and building, depending on how you want to look at it. But you could look at it half cup full, half cup empty kind of energy. And that's what it's telling us with the 5. Because when you get into that, you're seeking new paths and approaches, but you have to kind of have the bad path to get into the new one. So in the mystical teachings, I look at this, how can we get into the mindset, the Hermetic studies? What does this mean? It's emotional and material abundance. That's what the concept just rolls through there. Because we're getting in that scarcity of, haves and have-nots, or the ebb and flow, or the yin and yang of what can we have. But the hardship is there, the abundance is there. It's teaching us that we have to go with what's still available to us. Be willing to seek out, ask for help, look for those new opportunities. Say, hey, I need help. Tell me something. What are you hearing? It's temporary. This is just a temporary side struggle. So I look at this, I try to connect it to if I'm doing self-Reiki, or if I'm looking at myself, trying to connect my energy, or look at vibration. What I'll do is I'll look at the 417 hertz vibration, or go into Reiki. And I'll look at how I can promote my own spiritual growth, or block, and even emotional blockages. Because healing past wounds is important, but then pairing it with something like that 417 frequency allows me to build my vibration. Clear negative energy. Transform those emotional blockages. It's what we like. We want that. This frequency helps us release that fear, that lack of emotional pain, and that's what we're getting into here. We're kind of stuck in our heads. See, they're not moving. They're just kind of hanging back. They try to walk forward, but they're moving at a slower pace. So what they get here is they get the idea that practicality works through them. They have to work forward. It's a frequency that helps us release fear, lack of emotional pain, emotional toll, takes our hardship. It takes that opportunity to see something and build on it. It says, well, you have to look at abundance and possibility and go from there. Not stay where we're at. It's a reminder that you have to face these hardships, but you don't do it alone. A lot of people go through the same thing. They might be going through the same thing you're going through. Absolutely, they could be. This is a strong possibility. So what they want you to know, hardship is not permanent. Keep moving forward. Keep finding resiliency. Understand the lessons to learn through difficult times, empowering your energy to grow, build. And that's what we're looking for, is we're looking for that growth going into the 5 of Pentacles, saying, what is this? How is this giving us help or hope? Material or emotional needs are not getting fulfilled, not right now. But when we're looking at when life is hardest, we can neglect our own self-care. So it's probably telling me to get back on track there. Maybe that's what this card would tell you. If you're reading for somebody else or reading for you, what would this card tell you, knowing that these efforts are there? Challenging yourself when you're facing, what are you doing to correct this? Because this is about times that you face, good or bad, they're temporary. But understand, you have to get resiliency. It's riding those waves. You're never truly alone. You're never truly alone. Trust in that flow. Scarcity happens because it's abundant. Every hardship is bringing us a valuable lesson, and that's what it is. We have to let go of that isolation, reach out to others, and really just say, hey, in the darkest times, the light is just waiting to be found. We're worthy of love. We're worthy of support, abundance, growth. It's keeping us moving forward, even when the path is super unclear to us. Emotional, material recovery could come in. We're not letting them have a loss of fear or holding back. We have to continue. Whatever this is, continue. Look for the light. Because those small steps towards healing and recovery allow you to find the universe. And the universe has been waiting for you, to try to bring you support all along. You just don't expect it. And sometimes it's the very weirdest ways. Financial hardship, you come across some kind of scratch ticket or lottery, maybe even $5. That has happened. Understand the universe comes in really interesting ways. I was just reading that story. But people go and get this energy, their fear of loss comes in, it gives you the energy of how we can ask for help. The burden. The storm will pass, that's what it is. The universe is going to give you a gift, it's just you have to keep your eyes open for it and be open to it. Just the struggles are trying to hold you back, pull you down underneath the water. That's not how it works. The universe is really waiting for you to ask and provide you with support. Say, okay, universe, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Give me what's due to me. What have I earned? Don't ask for too much. Don't ask for too little. Just get what you deserve. Because the future's bright. Even if it looks dark today, it has to become brighter because the sun comes out. So the Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles is a hardship card, but it's painful. Yeah, we get it. We understand it. Pain is really temporary, but it's one of the life cycles. We seek support. We stay resilient. We try to trust that process. Better days are definitely ahead. No matter what we do, we're going to go through it. And we're not alone. Recovery is always possible. And as always, guys, I look at this card and I try to find my own personal meanings and attach them to them. So whenever you see something, you're like, wow, that makes me feel, attach that. Because we all go through stuff like this. And you might feel something, wow, yeah. Because that's what it is. You might get into some weird connection to it. And as always, if that resonates, or this card resonated, or if any of these messages resonated with you guys, let me know. Because we're trying to learn it. We're trying to learn tarot in a really deep way. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, set it to all, because I'm live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for everybody. If you're a subscriber, just come on and hit the random button. That could be you. Saturdays, I have this optional members only, but it's really quaint and quiet. It's intimate. I love it. But anyway, let's stay strong together, guys. I'm going to have more content coming out. Let me know what you think of this. Talk to you soon. Stay safe. Peace.